Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and wish that this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and you're in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end. So let's dive in straight away. So, guys, the power might be in Trinidad is testing Christmas list life. How far Christmas list can live with all this kind of detention. I'm saying that because Christmas list spoke to it in a live interview, Crypted Morning Edition, where Christmas list was asked a question and really bring up issues and opined about it. You know, Christmas list spoke about threat, skewed false information that has been spread by the media, and a smear campaign that is being done on people's social media, on people's email, only to tarnish and mark Christmas list as a member of a criminal gang or as a gang leader. Are you there? To mark Christmas list who enjoys the sanctuary of the Trinidad gangsters and gang. You know, it's something that passionately Christmas list condemned and said the hidden power might be. It could be a politician, it could even the police. Even at this time, is still confused who is the enemy and who is not enemy. So let's get into the interview and let's listen what Christmas list opined and what is Christmas list fears going forward.
Yes, I've heard.
I believe that you would have heard what the Prime Minister would have said about you and your situation yesterday.
Yes.
Of course, you continue to claim your innocence in connection with this matter. Christopher, as we look at this entire issue here, did you expect this at all?
No, not at all. Not in my wildest dreams.
Yeah. You have any regrets about coming to Trinidad and Tobago? The way
You know,
how all of this has panned out?
I don't live a life with regrets. Even the way I teach my children was and is to deal with the problems that arise. So I never once during this whole process or even the jail did I think I shouldn't have come or I should have done this differently. In reality, I have to deal with what's in front of me now.
Yeah. Now, there are reports today that you were hoping to leave Trinidad and Tobago today because I know that you had a hearing yesterday. Is it possible that you are preparing to leave Trinidad and Tobago today?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I wish every article in mainstream media was correct and I'd be on my way home. But no, that's not the case at all. As of right this moment, my next hearing is August 22nd or 23rd. And I'm stuck here until then.
Yeah. So over the next few weeks, how does life look for you in the next few weeks?
Yeah, what I really hope to do is sort of live like I would live at home. I need to, come with every day something to do. Over the last 2 weeks, it's been very sporadic, interviews and such. I got to get back to filming every day, doing what I do, eat healthier and sleep better. The simple things in life because I can't fight this. I'm here. I got to do the best I can with the time that I'm here.
Yeah. What sort of impact has it had on you mentally and physically?
Yeah, no doubt. It's been very impactful. I'm by no means an expert in incarceration. 6.5 days in a cell without simple necessities, a mattress or toilet paper. I could pretend to be the strong man that's not affected by anything, but in reality, I've been out for over a week and I still haven't had a good night's sleep. I'm still waking up all night, so I really don't know the full effects until it's going to take me some time.
Yeah.
But I put on a front that everything is okay. I'm strong. I feel like I'm going to get through this, but I'd be a liar if I told you it was easy because it's not.
Yeah.
Father's Day is around the corner. I have my 3 kids. We talk multiple times per day. Now that I'm out of jail, with FaceTime, it makes it a little easier. But my youngest daughter's still like, when are you coming home, Dad? And the not knowing when I'm coming home, I guess is the hardest part. Because I really thought I was going to be on a flight today as well.
Mm-hmm. How has this impacted them?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to talk about it when I get home. I have 3 children, 9, 15, and 18. So the 15 and the 18 follow social media and they know what's sort of going on, whereas my daughter has been hidden from it. So I guess we'll have to see the full impacts eventually as I get home.
Yeah. Let's go to the beginning, Christopher. What was the main objective? Because there are people who are supporting you.
Yes.
I know this because I've been following your videos too, and I've been seeing where there is a groundswell of support for you and the work that you're doing. But there are others who are also saying that, and they don't agree with the work that you would have done because they have said that your intention was to glamorize and sensationalize the issue of crime in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. For those people, I can't change their opinion. I doubt that they've watched one of my videos in its entirety. Maybe they've skimmed a little bit. Like, never once in my videos have I glamorized. It's quite the opposite. If you listen to the words that come out of my mouth, it's often, how do we create peace in this community? What's wrong? What do we do better? And I'll use Belize as an example. I've been to Belize twice over the last 365 days. Created very similar videos, returned without a problem. The difference with Belize versus Trinidad is the criminology university there reached out to me and said, we want to sit down. The information you have is like gold, and we can create some sort of intervention based on the knowledge that we now have. Because police know they can say whatever they want. Police, politicians can tell you on camera whatever they want. Nobody has ever gone in like I've gone. So if you look at my information, my video as informative and educational, you can use that to better the communities. But instead, in Trinidad, they've gone about it a different way. I'm celebrated in Belize. I'm a criminal in Trinidad for shooting the same content, right? So it's something I have to deal with. I understand. But as other people in the press have said, I'm the messenger. I didn't come with any ill intent. And I didn't only film what people would say are gang-related videos. More than half of my videos were cultural videos. But everybody ignores that, and they only look at the shiny items, objects. But I'm not angry at people for having an opinion. But understand, when I came to this country, my intention was to film as much as I could within a short duration of time.
And it was not the intention to portray Trinidad and Tobago in a poor light.
Never, never, never. The reality is that crime here is a real problem. Anybody that told you otherwise, either they have their head in the sand, or they're just like ignoring the truth. Pick up a newspaper and see it. Look at the daily news and hear it. There's a problem here, crime. I didn't create the crime. I'm not promoting the crime. I'm trying to diagnose what's the problem here. So somebody smarter than me can say, hey, these people are talking for the first time. I'm giving a voice to people that are never heard. And the reason people love me in the street is for that reason. You know, they tell me the only time police come to the community is to arrest and kill. They never come to talk. What are your problems, sir? Why are you in a gang? You know, these type of conversations to these communities are very important. And that's why they give me the respect. I don't judge them. I don't go into these communities and say, you're all criminals, you all have no hope and no future. I ask them, even the little children, in my videos, what are you going to be when you're older? You know, what can we do to help? So, I mean, everyone's going to take it differently. I know my intentions were pure. If you look at my history of 300 videos, I don't only interview people. I built playgrounds for children. I've done so much community work as well. And I was at the forefront of the peace walk through the capital of this city, crying with the mothers that have lost children. So if you think that's somebody that's here to glamorize crime, it's quite the opposite. I'm here to learn as much as I can. And I'm documenting it, again, for people that know more about the topic. There needs to be some sort of intervention. Without change, it's only going to get worse here in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Related to crime.
Yeah. I do agree with you in one of these aspects that you spoke about, because it did give another dimension to the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago, because we always felt that it was there.
Yes.
But I think what you have done is to really bring it to the fore so that we're seeing it in all of its forms You have also been criticized for, again, exposing to the world gang culture in Trinidad and Tobago, and also showing to the world these high-powered weapons that these young men are carrying into the streets. And also, they are also defending what they are doing in Trinidad and Tobago. How do you respond to those types of criticisms?
Well, anybody that lives in any of the communities I went into sees those same items every day of the week. Police surveillance cameras are in those neighborhoods. They're seeing this every day of the week. When you see the murders in the newspaper, you're seeing it's shooting, so you can presume that firearms are being used. I think a percentage of the population just does not want to see those firearms and does not want to hear what these people have to say. Where I'm the opposite. You know, if I was alive during World War II, I would be interviewing both sides, all sides, because I want to hear why this war is happening. I've gone to war, Ukraine war, I've gone to war. The conflicts in Palestine, I've been there. So I'm not new to this. I go into places that are uncomfortable and I hear what people have to say.
Yeah. Well, you know, interestingly, you mentioned earlier that your aim was also to make your pieces educational and informative.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know if you have been reading the newspaper and looking at the television and listening to the radio, but what has happened since your videos came out is that we have seen a number of arrests by the Trinidad and Tobago police force. What's your perspective on this?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're doing it. So it's a weird scenario. I'll use an example. If I'm in Toronto and a bank robbery or heist is happening in front of me and I pick up my camera and I film it, and then I later submit that as evidence in the police case. Never once would it be front page news that Chris Hughes was the man that filmed this incident and we're using his evidence in order to prosecute criminals. Right? That would be impossible, and that would put my life at risk.
Yeah.
I'm under the belief that certain people of power are testing how long I can live without a shadow of a doubt. These are real threats. Not only that, when I got out on bail, the location I was staying was publicized. The continual putting pictures of me with gang members, even when the topic is bail, it's the same photo, shiny objects that resemble firearms. They're making me out to be the bad guy. You know, I feel very confident when I walk through the street because I know I've done nothing wrong, and I'll continue to walk with confidence. But I know these people putting these articles together, especially the one that was published that said Chris takes police on tour through Laventille, which was completely bogus, never happened. They resubmitted their apology like on the back page, 2 sentences after publishing a full page, front page article. There's no question in my mind, 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they're testing my life by putting these type of articles. Even yesterday, the mention of 24 people were arrested for my videos later became 7 people were questioned, not arrested. What I would say is the people that I film, a percentage of them are criminals. They're accustomed to be questioned. They've been questioned before me. They're questioned after me. Anybody that shows up in my video that wants to talk about criminality, I'm not encouraging them, nor am I requesting them to talk so. My camera is on the whole time, so the evidence is there. Mm-hmm. All I'm doing is asking them questions.
So you made a significant point a short while ago. You believe that there's a deliberate attempt in Trinidad and Tobago,
no doubt, 100%.
by certain people to put your life at risk.
100%, yes. And that's right from the moment I was put into detainment and that front page article. They gave the source as 2 senior officers confirmed. Now, where are these 2 senior officers? Like, this is the perfect example of what sedition is. But for the newspaper, for the writer of the newspaper, the publisher of the newspaper, it was a simple apology. Oh, I made a mistake. The information was false. No sedition. You know, the 2 senior officers that gave this, what they called credible information, where are they? Why aren't they front page newspaper for sedition? Instead, you have a tourist, a guest in your country that actually came here with the intent to document the country as it is. You'll never hear in one of my videos me say, go get guns, or show me your weapons, or let's brag about crime. It's quite the opposite. But here we have some sedition. Here we have sedition. I'm the one being charged. I'm the one with my life and career on the line.
Have you or your attorneys, your representatives, have you all made a request to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for protection for you?
No, we haven't.
Why?
I'm not sure who my enemy is. I'm not sure who is out to get me. So I guess I'll keep it as simple as that. I don't know who to trust in these instances.
Yeah. Have persons within the communities that you would have visited in the past, have they been in contact with you at all?
No. I've gotten a few messages, like on Instagram, mostly like blank pages, where they'll be like, hey, 3 guys were brought in today. Mm-hmm. But not like more detailed than that, so I really don't know.
But I mean, the people that you would have interviewed and who would have given you accounts as to what is happening in communities and so on, anyone has reached out to you to say, well, Chris,
From that interview, there are several things Chris Basilis has spoken about. And at least we want to address certain kind of 7 to 8 things that has cropped up into that interview that I believe substantially has got grounds to believe that there are power might be that want to test Chris' life and how far Chris can live in Trinidad and also in detention. That is what is coming out, per se. You know, the irony of everything is that Christmas list is being celebrated in Belize, where he did the same interview. And the same content now is landing Christmas list into jail and into detention. And Christmas list is being treated as a criminal in Trinidad. That is in itself is a quite disconnect. That Christmas list has explained the distinction of the authorities in police and the police and the authority in Trinidad and police and the police. You know, he's saying the kind of content that he's putting across really wound up the authority in the police, and these people came and asked Chris Basilis that the content you're putting across is very vital. So we need those kind of content so that we figure out ways on how we can tame crimes along this along these streets. It happened big time. But while in Trinidad, the same content that could be so educational, the same content and material that should offer an insight on how the government could come and curb all these heinous acts and activities, now they put and press charges on Christmas list about sedition. This is what is crisply coming clear unto us. Another thing is media and the police is in cahoots, and they are cooking up the conspiracy theory to publish why Christmas list stays, where Christmas list is staying, and whom is Christmas list is staying with. That alone is a life-threatening, because when a bail is given from the court, people asked, why would Christmas list go public with this information? It wasn't Christmas list. It was the police with the inner circle, in the cahoot with the media and the press, who delivered this information to the public, announcing critically that Christmas list is now out of the hands of the police, that Christmas list is now going to stay with an attorney at this street number. That alone is a conspiracy theory. It's somebody wants to harm Christmas list. And somebody is working so tirelessly to have Christmas list being held more than enough. Hence, the power might be in Trinidad, and the hidden one are working tirelessly day and night to have Christmas list life itself threatened, difficult in detention to be a horror. That one is coming out clearly from that interview. The third one, Chris Maslis said he will not sought for protection from the police, because at this time Chris Maslis is so confused. He doesn't know who is the enemy, who is a friend. So he's just decided to keep it simple and free, walk in the street and do all sorts of content creations along the street without any fear or favor, because at this time, very difficult to tell, but he's acutely sure how the media has behaved with the distorted information. It's hell-bent to put also kind of upfront information, really speak conspicuous and so big that even the police who gave them the information, where are those police? Why can't they name the names of the police so that the police also could even say, sorry, we misled the whole nation? Number 4, Chris Maslis has also decided to stay in Trinidad for the longest and to fight for his freedom, even though he had an option of leaving and never come back. But because his sanity, he wanted to be free. He never wanted to have any criminal case or criminal proceeding or criminal charge dangling on his head. That alone would be curbing his freedom of concentration and traveling to other destinations. That's what he never wanted, and that's why he's staying back and put. Again, he's claiming the media, telling the media off that they stop putting all these fabricated stories, but that there were 7. Initially, they said there were 24 gang members. Later reduced to 7 gang members who featured in Chris Maslis' channel were arrested and detained. Chris Maslis is saying that there is nothing like that. No one has been arrested. The police only called these people for question. They were called, they were never even apprehended. They were called for interrogations and question, and that was it. They were left to go because they wanted to say what they know, because the police are doing the investigation going forward. And that is the real situation that we are speaking about herein. Chris Maslis is never led a life of a regret. He said he's never regretting. He always faces problems by its own, and he tackles a problem one by one as they come in. So he said he doesn't regret. And he's saying it is not easy. He cannot pretend that he's feeling it hard, because at this point, emotionally, it's been affected. At this point, he's missing the family and he's missing people at home. At this point, he needed to even connect with his family. So at this point, and everything that is happening, is also saying that he has got 3 children. The first 18, 15, and another one is at age 5. So the first one, 18 and 15, is exposed to the media. They know the truth and what's going on. But the minor has been hidden from all this kind of expose, from all these kinds of news. And he said the only thing that is concerned is about the minor one, because the minor one is always asking at what point the dad is coming home. He said the minor one even knew at this hour that we are speaking that the dad, Chris Maslis, is on the plane headed home, because that was the Chris Maslis wish, that the second bail hearing was to set him free to go home, to even stay for 2 months, then comes back to Trinidad for the legal proceedings until this kind of charge and archaic law called sedition that's now sedating Chris Maslis on a public daylight with the media and with the police in a conspiracy theory to paint him so dark. It's quite unfortunate. Things are not looking good. Chris Maslis, on the same breath, has also said he will live an ordinary life. He will film and do content creation as usual, and he will stay in Trinidad until this case adjourns. He fears nothing, he fears nobody. The only thing that he wanted to see the family, and he hopes until 23rd August where the court proceedings shall ensue, he will get back his freedom. No. These are the things that we are saying. And when Christmas Lee spoke to the issue that their power might be is planning something, and the power might be in the Trinidad and authority wants to know what kind of things that they are doing and what kinds of things and how far Christmas Lee can live with this kind of life. It's been captured, and with all those 5 to 6 points, it's literally been explained so well. So let me know what is your thought at the comment section. If you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever I upload this kind of video, YouTube shall notify you going forward. So let's meet after the next video. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.